Welcome to episode 18, you guys, of the Big Messy Bun. Today's episode is starting back to episode 17. Guys, I told you when I started this podcast that it's just going to be me. It's going to be me showing up real. And when I re-listened to 17, I was going off. I was so excited that I completely forgot to share what I was going to share. Like there was this moment in 17 where I'm like, you guys, I was out walking Charlie and I was just feeling this vibe. And I was starting to I had to explode with some stuff. So if you're watching the video, you'll see I wrote a note in my phone to myself. Listen, folks, if you have ADHD, if you have trouble remembering things, if you need somewhere to dump your thoughts, you just grab your phone, go to notes. There's a little spot where you can hit microphone and just rattle it out. Okay. Sometimes if you're like, oh my God, I don't want to forget something, just do that. Okay. So, but last week, I was going and I was so excited to share this massive thought with you. And then I went off on I just got I got lost. Okay, I got lost. And I listened to that episode and I was like, I felt like a dummy. I was like, how did I get that distracted? And then I started beating myself up a little bit. And then I was like, no, it's just who I am and it's just what it is. I'm not going to sit and stew about it and beat myself up over it. Instead, I thought I'm going to open up with it and share, and it's going to go into what this week's episode is about anyways. So here we are. This is the thought I shared. I'm not going to read it. I've shared this with you as well. I love talking and speaking and sharing, dislike reading. I dislike reading my own stuff. I read this book to my kids when they were little, and I still have it, and I actually lost the original and I ordered this on Amazon. If you can't see the book, it's called The Table Where Rich People Sit. I highly encourage you to order this book and read it to your kids or read it to yourself. It's a great book. Anyhow, I don't like reading because I get mixed up in the words. I add words where they don't belong. I remove words. I change the order. I don't know. Maybe I've got something else going on in my brain, but that's the thing. So I'm going to just summarize what I shared here. And it's back to the 80-year-old version of Katey. Katey at 80. What, when she is 80, does she want to look back and be like, I'm so glad you did that thing, rather than me looking back, excuse me, and saying, why didn't I do that? I want to look back with zero regrets, zero. And when I'm working at the home I'm working at, I sit with people that have dreams and wishes and desires in their souls, just itching to come out. And some of them, it's so buried, it's very hard to get them to share and intellectualize what it is they're wanting to do. But some of them I'm having breakthroughs with. And so in this little write-up, I'm going to just share with you that I am 50, I'll be 54 in June. So I have less than 30 years until I'm 80. I have less than 30 years, okay? So I don't want to fart around and let any opportunity slip through my fingers. And I also don't want to spend time beating a dead horse on ideas or dreams or things or people that are not working in my vision of 80-year-old Katey. And so that doesn't mean we just write people off, but there might be a length of time or however you spend on a certain thing that has to be real. You have to be honest with yourself. And also you have to find joy within it. I can't just hold on to 80-year-old Katey and not enjoy what happens between now and her then. I want to enjoy, but work on it too. I don't want to lose sight of these dreams and wishes and desires that are inside of me. And so that's going to bring you to this episode. It is going to be a bit of a reflection episode, and it's going to go back to, I believe it was like episode 4 or 3, I can't remember, of the Big Messy Bun, where I talked about my time at Tim Hortons. I decided to bring us back to that today. I'm going to share with you my thoughts on our jobs. Okay, like we spend a lot of time in our workplaces, like of our waking hours and our living hours, we spend a lot of time, and it's a shame to be feeling stuck. If you feel like you're hearing this today and you're like driving to work and you're like, oh my God, I can't wait, only 17 more years till retirement, or whatever that is, that's not really going to feel good when you get to work, right? It's not. And so when I took my job at Tim Hortons, okay, so to just recall back, it was in 2020. Let me just get my brain on straight. It was in 2021 that I took this job. And it wasn't the dream job for me. It wasn't the job that I was like, oh my God, I can't wait till I work at Tim Hortons. That wasn't the case. But very soon into that job, I had 2 options. Do the job, put on a uniform, show up and sell coffees to people, because you make coffee and you sell it. Like that's what you do. Or, and they will pay you. Just so you know, like you just get that uniform on, show up half decent, they'll pay you. I decided to take it to the next level because I was like, I'm going to see how can I take my current situation that I'm in. So how can you take your current situation that you're in? This isn't a Tim Hortons episode, guys, but it's a teaching of what I did there and what you can do in your current place of life, wherever you are right now. And what can you learn from it? What is this situation here to teach you? Okay, I'm bringing out the rock again. What is this here to teach me? I had so many days in that place where I was like, what the hell am I doing here? You know, I just did. And then when I started switching my perspective on it, my philosophy on it, everything started to change for me. I started looking at that job as an opportunity. Rather than looking at it as punishment, I looked at it as an opportunity. What is this opportunity that I have? What am I going to do with this opportunity each and every day? And so I looked at it. I was learning skills. I was working on my speaking skills again. I was getting out. I was meeting people. I ended up making good relationships with some customers and earned some speaking jobs with some companies out there because of the way I showed up. Not to mention, it felt so good in the darkest time of one of the darkest times of my life to bring joy to others, to serve others. Very early on, I would say, I don't serve coffee, I serve happiness. And I told myself that. Even though you take 2 people, we were doing the same job, getting paid the same. One person bitched and complained every single shift, bitch, complain, whine, blah, blah, blah. You ask me, what was it like to work at Tim Hortons? This is my experience. It was incredible. I got to wear a uniform. I didn't have to think about what I wore every day. That was great. I got to wear a little, what's it called? Visor. I didn't even have to wear a cap. So I got to like have a big messy bun, and I was able to stretch my hairnet so that you could see this beautiful big messy bun in a hairnet. Like this was like, if you're someone right now who has to get dressed for work every day and maybe you have to wear something different every day or whatever, I'm an outfit repeater, just so you know. I have right now a blousy white shirt. It was on episode, I think, 16. I love it. And I wear it all the freaking time right now. It feels good. It feels like pretty. It feels sexy. It feels just comfortable. That's the main thing. I feel super comfortable in it, and I love wearing it over and over. So my uniform, the first thing I did, I got one that fit. The first time they handed me a uniform, I brought it home. I'm like, this doesn't fit right. I need it to fit. If I'm going to wear this every day, it needs to fit me. So I went and got a new one. I did all the alterations I needed to make it fit me. So it fit good. Okay, boom. I don't have to think about what I'm wearing. That was a freaking plus. So if you're in a job right now and you have a uniform or whatever, or a general attire that you get to wear, like as a fitness instructor, when I was doing that more full time, I got to wear leggings and like hoodies, and it was so fun. I didn't have to think about it. So if you're in that situation, okay, figure that one out. So there was that. I then got to work on, I loved just like taking people's day and they think they're just going to have a normal order at the till, and I would blow their socks off with great service. And it was so fun because I was so dark. I was so dark then. I was like probably crying myself to sleep and crying myself up every morning. And then I would do my morning routine to get ready to go serve. And then it was like, I was like, okay, I'm going to turn this into some healing. I healed at Tim Hortons. I healed serving up happiness to others, even though I wasn't feeling my best. And listen to all the Lindas out there, or the Karens, or the whoever is the fucking name of the, thing these days. I wasn't being fake. And I'm going to be very firm on that. I am going to be very firm that I wasn't being fake. I was in survival mode, and I was also in the fact that I had to figure out a way to get through these days. And how could I learn from this? How could I make it better? And so even though you might be somewhere and someone's giving you amazing service, just understand every single person out there in the world has some stuff going on. So number one, carry on with some kindness towards these people. Okay. Number one. Number two, just because it might look all rainbows and butterflies and unicorns, that person might be going through a really tough time. But that doesn't mean she or he is fake for showing up as their best self that they could that day. Okay, so I showed up day after day and served up happiness. And when I did that, and when you do that with your job, when you do that, you will grow. You will all of a sudden look at it as an opportunity. I'm going to keep saying that's a word. It's an opportunity. You can work on your skills. I can make a really good, time out. I really can't make a good cup of coffee because tell you what, everything's pre-measured there. So I didn't really have to measure how much coffee grinds to put in the little filter. You don't it was a big, massive filter. You put bags in that were pre-measured. So honestly, I can't make a good cup of coffee. I really can't. But I can serve a good cup of coffee, or I can serve you a good cup of water, or I can serve you whatever you want me to serve. I am good at service, but I don't know how to make coffee. I really, it's not my jam. But anyway, I worked on skills. I got to learn stories. I was just chatting with a friend who I met at Tim Hortons. He is the gentle giant in my video. If you go back, I might add a video in here of him and I. He was the gentle giant that I got to train and get to know, and we stay connected. So I got to meet some really great humans and watch them flourish and change and grow as well. So don't look at your current situation as punishment. Look at it as what can I learn here? How can I grow? Where can I take this situation I'm in and grow from it? And quite frankly, if you don't like the situation you're in, you're a grown-ass adult, make some changes. Do it. Just do it. Be smart, or not. Do it the way you're going to do it. You don't have to have the end figured out yet. Everything is figure outable in time. Everything. And if you're in your job right now, but you're lacking passion, you're lacking zest for life, you're feeling like it's day in and day out, Groundhog Day, here we go, another fucking Monday. If you're feeling like that, two options. Well, okay, fuck. There's more than two. Katey's going to suggest here. Number one, stay in that job and work on your passion project outside of it. But let's be clear here. You've got 8 hours there. Then you might got some kids to get fed and put away. And then you got to clean and you got to do all that other shit. Then you're left with 12 seconds to like take care of your passion project. So where you are, how can you turn that job you're in to service? How can you? I'm telling you right now, it will change your flippin' life to do that. It will change it. You need to be the change. You need to do that. And when you do that, all of a sudden, things will light up for you. It will. I promise you. Well, okay, I don't like making promises because then people might come back and be like, you promised. I'm like, listen, if you do this, it might possibly better your life and better the people around you, no matter what profession you're in. You can do this. And I'm going to freaking say it over and over. If you don't like your current situation, you are not a tree. You are not rooted in the ground. A tree can't move. You can move. You can get up and move. You can figure it out and move. You can change and figure it out. Or you can stay and make the best of it. Or you can stay and grumble and be miserable. Like, do you really want that? Good Lord, I've got 30 fucking years left, like, or 100 years left, or I don't know. Okay, maybe that's a little stretch. I'm not going to be 154. But listen, I got excited. I meant to say it could be 100. So I have, let's say, 30 to 50 years remaining, give or take, or I have 2 days. I don't know, right? So here's what I want to do. I want to live as full and good as I can each day, most of. 80-20. Remember that? 80-20. So right now, if you are in a season of life where you're like, I've been hating my job for 16 years. Like, what the fuck? It is time for you to get figuring it out. Are you the issue? Are you the one that's grumbling and just hating it because you're choosing those words every morning when you go there? Or are you going to flip it and be like, what can I learn here? I flipped a minimum paying job at Tim Hortons. Guys, it turned out to be such a launch pad. And maybe this is what you're in. Maybe you're in the launch pad. Guys, I don't know what that looks like for you. But I'm telling you right now, if you stay in that headspace of like, why bother? And I say it again and again, bother. Figure like you are worth it. You are worth it. And so are the people around you, right? So that's it, my notes for today. I stayed on track. I'm fucking celebrating that right now. I'm celebrating those wins with you guys today. And I'm also going to share with you this shirt. This is a shirt. It says, some women fear the fear. Oh, just wait. Some women fear the fire. Katey's just keeping it real. She can't read her shirt. It's backwards. Some women fear the fire. Some women simply become it. Good Lord, I can't even read. See, I can't fucking read my own shirt. But I can tell you this. I bought this shirt when I actually, time out. Let me pull back the reins. I made an error. I made a huge error. Fit Sweat Life, sorry for that error. I bought some items from Fit Sweat Life. It's a company, small mom and pop shop. I'll put the links in the notes. And they are the ones that helped me design my Holy Shitballs shirt. Anyhow, I was going through a dark time, okay? 2020. Y'all remember that year? Yeah. The company gifted me this shirt when I felt like I didn't know what was going to come next. But they knew me and they knew what I was capable of and they sent me it. And I love it. And it brings me back to that fiery Katey that I love and I adore her. And that's who showed up here today. So anyways, I am going to run. I got lots of stuff to get done today. I wish you guys a great freaking Wednesday, even though, it's not Wednesday here, but it's Wednesday when you're listening to this. So I wish you a great freaking hump day. Get out there and do something good for yourself and for someone else. Like go buy them a coffee or something. Just kidding. Okay. Oh, if you didn't see, I just pointed at me. You guys have a good one, and I will see you next week. Oh, and we're about to celebrate episode 20 in like 2 more episodes. I'm so excited. Okay, gotta run. Bye.